We are back here with BEVO coverage, and we are in the losers bracket. Later on, it turns out that Matt and Miles both encountered some trouble when they encountered some of the higher tier players. What we have here is a losers bracket match, and we have two stunning women, stunning ladies. We have Miles here. He's playing as Armika. Matt is playing as Kami. And what we're gonna see here is a real strong matchup.
Hold on.
That's right, Brian. Looks like Matt has a case of cummies.
These are one of those matches. These are one of those matches that you look forward to in a BEVO coverage because you want players to get really involved in it, and this brings out the fans of both sides. You know, we got fans of the players, but we have fans of the characters too, and there are fans of Armika who actually threatened to kill Yoshinori Ono if the ass slap was removed from the game. And funnily enough, he just contracted AIDS recently from a player who injected him at a gas pump in Japan for removing the ass slap. So it just goes to show you that you should never really, go against what the players' wishes are. The players ultimately matter more than anything. Is what I'm trying to say here. So, and if they got a character they like, well, why take him out? Like Guile being a DLC character and not shipping with the game. Guile's never been an important Street Fighter character. Nobody's ever liked Guile before. So it's refreshing to see that they're making those judgment calls that are effective and healthy for the game itself. I'm dying inside. And I... Oh yeah! The butt slap! The butt slap! Oh my god! That's the kind of butt slap you live every day of your life to see, and the hype was real. Rainbow Mika coming out with a butt slap. How is Matt going to respond to this? Now, we saw last match that these two titans were fighting against each other. We saw a lot of technical display on coverage here. But what we're seeing now is an evolution more to what I would equate to a real close quarters melee battle. Both of them are trying to rush each other down first to demonstrate super. Oh, here we go again. That's super arts. Man, oh man. Now that is a vicious attack. Matt is always willing to bait somebody in and then use that attack, use his ultimates to the greatest ability that he can. And that's really what's impressive about his abilities.
It's like a clip on the way down.
Oof. But it's
However, yes, it's still not quite enough, unfortunately.
Landing those supers, it still isn't quite enough, and that's
Miles is abusing the reach that he has with that Armika to really put the load on.
The reach, and
Matt's coming.
Yeah, she's hurting for a squirtin', and he's clearly displaying it openly and effectively. And I really like seeing that between these two players because when somebody says, "Squirt on me, senpai," he delivers. He's the kind of player that's going to deliver on those promises, and that's really refreshing to see.
We hear that a lot.
And we do hear that a lot, especially in a BEVO tournament. You're going to be hearing that a lot. It's always happening. We want to thank, by the way, we get a chance here just in the middle of this match, we want to thank our Brazilian sponsors. Thank you guys so much for helping us out with this. And thank you to our Chinese investors for making sure that BEVO stays around. We really appreciate it. It's a great place, and we love to have you here sometime. And back to the match, I really think that what we're seeing here is probably some of the hypest fighting we've ever seen in BEVO history. I mean, that is a pure blow for blow, who can one-up each other with a hyper-aggressive playstyle coming out from both players, which is a strategy that we haven't seen between these two titans in their playstyles. Both of them are now seeming to employ a chameleon-like style where they imitate each other, seeing who can gain the upper hand in a rush down. That's really what's going on here, and they're playing the. Oh, here we go again. Oh, a rare miss, because Matt is usually spot on with those, and usually it only misses because the crowd is busy so yelling his name, chanting it so repeatedly that he gets distracted.
And they have been very loud tonight. I'm sure everyone at home can hear this.
They have been. They can hear it. Oh, the audience can hear it, and here we have a real brutal finish here. That's Matt's comeback. And that was the chanting from the crowd. That's Matt. You can hear the crowd, and they're just going crazy. It's a real intense crowd out here tonight.
The intensity is palpable.
The intensity is palpable. You could cut it with a butter knife. You could cut it with a steak knife. You could cut it with the edge of a fork or a spork.
You can cut it with my rock hard nipples.
Yeah, rock hard nipples, or my diamond cutter, or my quarter of a chub that I'm rocking right now from this fight that's going on. How could you not? I was at the Dead or Alive tournament, and there was a box of tissues on every commentator's desk. True story. Were they used? I don't know. I can say mine were. And here we go. Will this... Ooh, close.
Bop.
But that
Nobody's-
downwards bop,
I got fucked up.
the downwards bop is a deadly bop indeed. And this is just another incidence of the bop coming through. You
The
know?
Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Rock'em Sock'em robots, and that happens.
Robots.
You know? It's
Alright. Last one.
This is our last
Real
match,
quick,
and this is
I'm gonna
really
check one more time.
this is for the taquitos, everybody. So everybody at home, if you're watching this, just know that all the boxes of taquitos we have are on the line for this in the losers bracket. And what we're gonna see here
The
is probably
fuck's a
both of these.
taquito?
Taquito.
Oh my god!
Same thing.
What is going on? We got players. Matt's always been a jokester.
Yes.
He always likes to interact, and that's part of his popularity. You know, especially if you ever watch him streaming, he has a hug box that he punches, and there's somebody seems to be inside of it when he does it because it shakes loudly and somebody's trying to get out. I always thought that was really funny watching his streams playing against random players.
Yeah, it's a
like
wonder
that.
how he got that motorized to do that.
Yeah, and
But we should really focus on this one.
we should focus on the match because what's going on? We're getting distracted because the hype is just too real here, folks. And really, what I love seeing here is the now that was a great directional input right there. Oh, and now we see the Rainbow Mika comeback.
Oh,
That was
unfortunately, not quite
close.
enough.
Not quite enough. Cammy's intercept there really got the low hit, and there wasn't enough time to guard. That was really a problem that we were seeing here. And it's one of our Mika's probably weaknesses, but definitely not a weakness that's ooh. We got a spine crack with the whip. That's what I like to
And the
see.
nay-nay.
And the nay-nay. We got a whip to the nay-nay and a look at the flick of that wrist, and then it's back right into that melee again. And that's really the kind of combat that Street Fighter V as a game delivers, and these two titans, these two demigods, know how to take advantage of these techniques to the apex ability. And that's where they're apex
game.
Chad Thundercocks. And not quite.
Oh, it is.
It is. I was just enough to burst through, and that's it's rough.
It's vicious.
It's rough. This is a game of bloodlust and a game of unfettered brutality. And what we've seen here this year, folks, is really two players demonstrating that effortlessly. All right, folks, we'll see you next time at BEVO.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
It has
joining
been
us for the
exciting.
coverage. We can't wait to show you more. You might see us next time with our coverage of Bloody Roar for the PS1 or our ongoing coverage of Naruto, which is going to be coming up here soon, folks. Thank you. Have a great night.